Hello guys and welcome back to Car Obsession. You join me in the brand new Renault Clio, and in this video I'll be going through the infotainment system. So with that in mind, I'm sure you want to see the touchscreen and not my face. Right, let's turn you guys around. Right, take you to the home screen. So the car I'm sat in is the iconic trim level, and as standard it comes with a 7-inch touchscreen which makes use of the EasyLink multimedia system. As you can see, I have navigation. I also have smartphone connectivity, Bluetooth and DAB radio. So you've got your Bluetooth there in the top right hand corner and your audio there. So if I go into here, as you can see, you've got the DAB radio, you've got a tab there, sources. So you can change it to FM, AM, digital radio, DAB or Bluetooth. Close that like so. And if I go back home, go into my phone, you can see you've got call logs, contacts, dial, SMS, and there just gives you some settings. Take you back home. So you have some touch sensitive buttons at the bottom. This one turns the display off, where you can have a minimal display like so, or you can have a standby. That gives you that screen there. If you hit that button there, that takes you to your main menu. So as you can see, you have navigation, radio, music, phone, applications, car info and settings. That is for your settings as well, and that is for your audio like so. So let's just explore some of these settings. So driving assistance, so it basically tells you, it's basically just giving you a bit of a guide really. Okay, I think really that if you're having to look into your car system to get this kind of advice, you probably shouldn't be driving, but that's merely my opinion. So you can turn off the active braking if you want to, and there's a few other settings you can change. So for example, the lane keep assist settings, you can change the severity of the vibration and also the warning. I do find that in its medium setting, the lane departure warning is a little bit sensitive in my opinion. So actually, I personally would have that set to low. So let's go out like so. I don't want to reset. Hit the arrow there, and there's a few other settings you can change in here as well. So this car does come with a good amount of safety systems. So 6 airbags, autonomous emergency braking, lane keep assist, lane departure warning, hill hold assist, and no, I said autonomous emergency braking, didn't I? Silly sausage. Parking assistance. So again, it's got a few options in there. So actually, this is quite comprehensive. There's quite a few different things you can. Oh, there we go. So if you really wanted to, you can deactivate the front parking sensors, and you can do the same to the rear, like so. Oh, we've got different sounds. There we go. You can even change the sound of the beeps. So you've got quite a high level of customization on the Clio, and again you've got a few different things here. There we go. Quite a few different settings, so I'll try not to stay on them for too long, because I could be here until the end of time. I don't want to make this video too long, but you get the general gist. There's quite a lot of things you can adjust. I'm just curious though, driving assistance, can you actually, if I go back, oh okay, you can tap on them from there. Oh, I see, right, so like you can turn off the warnings, right? I see. Ah, that makes more sense now. I do apologise. When I looked at this, I thought it's just giving you a guide of just some general safety information when driving, which I thought seems a bit weird. Anyway, I digress. This car does have rear parking sensors as standard, which you saw a few moments ago. If I actually turn the ignition back on, there is your reversing camera, which is optional, as are the front parking sensors. but you can turn off the sounds from there if they are a little bit distracting. Let's pop it back into neutral. I will be doing a sat-nav test as well to see how well it works. And one cool thing about the sat-nav, I think it's cool, so within the settings, again, there's quite a few different settings in here as well. If I go to route, no, not route, hang on a minute. My car, here we go. So you can change what you want. You can have an arrow, which is boring, or you can have a little Clio, or you can have some of Renault's concept cars. I can't remember what that one's called, but I remember that. That's gorgeous. I remember that one as well, actually, but I can't think of what they're called off the top of my head. I don't remember that concept car, I must admit. Or look at that, you can have a Formula 1 car. Is that Formula 1 or Formula E? There might be Formula E, mightn't it? But either way, how cool is that? I'm going to stick with the Clio, because this car is a Clio. There we go. And you've got a few other settings as well. So you can also change the way how the map is orientated. I actually prefer this way because it makes it easier to follow when you've actually got a route set. So with that in mind, let's set a route. So you've got the little arrow down here, which you touch. Actually, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't shown you the smartphone connectivity. So I will quickly do that. So this has Android Auto and Android Auto and smartphone connectivity. Now, Android Auto is a type of the smartphone connectivity, idiot. So you have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. That's what I was meant to say. So go up there, and it takes you to your Android Auto. So I'm sure many of you will be familiar with this site. Now, when I've done a few of these videos, there have been some that have requested to hear the sound system, and I try not to do this for two reasons. A, you have to make sure you use copyright-free music, and also I think it can be quite difficult to get across on audio how good or bad a sound system is, because it has to go through my microphone and then into your earphones or your computer speakers or your phone speakers. But I will try it anyway. Let me at least give it a go. So I need to make sure I choose a bit of copyright-free music. So this is Blue Screen by Ryan Little. I use a lot of his music. He makes some pretty epic beats. Oh, why has it stopped? There we go. I will shut up for a few moments. We'll turn up the volume a little bit. Oh, look at that lovely old Land Rover. And wait for the beat to drop.
Ryan Little.
And there we are. That's that. I think the sound system in this car is quite good. Bearing in mind this isn't any special or branded sound system, this is just Renault's home brand, as it were. But I think it does sound pretty good. Anyway, let me pause that, like so. And yes, let's set a sat-nav route. So I'm not too far from Goodwood Motor Circuit, so I think it makes sense to use that. So it's already set up, but if I were to do it, it'd be PO18 0PH. There we go, and just hit there. And then simply hit go. But if you've put your friend's postcode in there, you do have the option to put a door number in there. But there's no door number for Goodwood. Now you do have a few different options. So if I go into route settings, you'll see, if I go to the top, you can choose either a fast route, an eco route, or a short route, which is quite good. Gives you a few different options. So if you're not too fussed about time, but you want to choose the shortest route, you can do that. Or if you want to choose the most economical route, again, you can do that. So I like that. So if I go back like so, route details, gives you a list of roads and steps. Route simulation. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So you can actually simulate the route. I've never seen that before on a sat-nav, but why is it not doing anything? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, let's forget about that. And save to favourite. So if it's a route you do quite often, you can save it. Although if you do a route that often, you probably won't need to have a sat nav for it, will you? Anyway, let's hit. Well, don't.
Follow the road for half a mile.
Thank you. Right, so got to pop this camera down and put on my head mount. There we go. So we are now in point of view mode. As you can hopefully see, you can have the navigation on the digital part of the instrument cluster. So you've got a button here, you can tab across like so. So you can have your miles per hour, you can have your audio, navigation, and a few other bits and bobs. So let's have it on the navigation. Not that we really need it because we've got it here as well, and of course we've got voice guidance. Right, so away we go. Thank you. Now, for those of you that don't like voice guidance or find it annoying, let me show you how to turn it off, he says, because I've not really needed to do it myself. So, guidance voice doesn't give you much of a chance to actually shut her up.
Please turn next right.
There you go. You have to be quite quick. But let me try it again, make sure there's no one behind me. There we go, so if you're quick, you can quickly mute her. But we'll turn her back on in a few moments, in case you guys want to hear the directions. There we go, she's back. Away we go. Voice guidance may still be turned off because I got no warning or notification for that direction. There we go. The display itself is quite pleasing to look at. It's vibrant, bold, the clarity is pretty decent. The system on the whole is good to use. It can be a little bit laggy at times, but normally it performs pretty well. It's not the best system I've ever used, but it's by no means the worst either. I think that accolade has to go to Honda's system, the Honda Connect system, which is
After 1,000 feet,
pretty woeful.
At the first exit and follow pit lane.
I will, thank you.
Leave the roundabout at the first exit.
Oh, that road surface is not pleasing or pleasant.
Arrive at your destination on the right after 700 feet.
There we go. And at any moment, you should be able to see the iconic, historic, legendary...
Your destination is located on the right.
Yes, thank you. Goodwood Motor Circuit to my right-hand side. What was it? FK2 Civic Type R there. And there we go. Goodwood Motor Circuit in all its glory. That window's really dirty. I'm sorry. Right. And there we go. The sat-nav worked pretty well. Better than it did the other day when it was a little bit laggy, but it played up absolutely fine for the cameras, so that's all good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, a brief overview of the Renault EasyLink multimedia system. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section below. But apart from that, I do hope you enjoyed that video or found it useful. If so, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. If you are subscribed, don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified every time I make a video. But until the next time guys, be sure to keep up the car obsession.